Y'all know y'all have people in your life that don't want you to be, right? And you say, Renee, what do you mean by don't want you to be? They don't want you to be the best version of yourself. They don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to be great. And they definitely don't want you to be good. And they sure enough don't want you to be healthy. They just don't want you to be. Not at all. They don't want you to be. And you got to wonder why. You got to wonder why. And a lot of it is jealousy and envy. Jealousy and envy. Them two things is something else. They like a 1-2 punch. Jealousy and envy, a 1-2 punch. I'm jealous because you have the skill set, you have the capabilities, you have the mindset, you have the courage to do it. And I'm envy because you're getting it done. They just don't want you to be. They don't want you to be in great relationships. They don't want you to have amazing friendship. They don't want you to be able to love yourself. Ain't that a shame that people sit down and they actually contemplate you're not loving yourself, and they actually try to feed you little tidbits to make sure that you don't love yourself and that you don't see that you have the worth, and that you don't see that you have the value, and that you don't see that you have the skills and the capabilities. They just don't want to. They just don't want to. They don't want you to be. They don't want you to be happy. And if you say, well, Renee, how do you come to this conclusion? I'm glad you asked. You start going around people that you've been around all the time, and you laughing, and you laughing, and every time they see you happy, and all of a sudden they'll say, why are you always so happy? Do I need an excuse to be happy? Do I need an excuse to be good? Do you even need an excuse to be grateful? You can be happy because of the blessings of God, allowing you to get up in that day and know that you're up. The visions, the eyes that you can see, you can smell, that you can taste, you can take care of yourself. That's enough to make you happy. But people don't understand that. They just don't want you to be. They don't. You finally go through all the trash, and you finally find somebody that works with you in a relationship, right? You finally found your treasure. You finally found your mate that you all can build together. And people just don't want you to be in a good relationship because they do everything they can to break that joker clean up. They do everything they can. Talk to you about things that they really don't know to be factual. They are intentional in doing that. They just don't want you to be. When you work a job and you know you got the skill set to be elevated and promoted to that position, there is somebody in that surrounding around you don't want you to be great. And guess what they do? They go behind your back and they talk about you and they talk you down to the person who has the power to elevate you to your next level, because they just don't want you to be. They don't want you to be. Oh, just say you went on a lose weight journey, and then you conquered your journey while everybody else was trying to conquer theirs and they wasn't successful. They don't want you to be happy that you took the time and you did it. It was hard, but you did it. But they just don't want you to be. They don't want you to be free from your past. This is the biggest one. They do not want you to be free from your past. They want to keep you tied to yesterday, what you used to do, how you used to act, what you used to drink, what you used to smoke, how you used to be a person who slept around, how you used to be a liar and a cheater, but you're not that person anymore. God can change anybody when they ask to be changed and they're ready for the change. It's us who keep people locked in their past. It's us who keep people in prison and tied to their past because they just don't want you to be. But let me tell you this, no matter what they want, what they think, or how they feel, you need to be what you need to be for you, because bottom line, it ain't about nobody else. You better know that. It is not about nobody else. What God has for you, it is for you. The journey that he has designated for you to walk is your journey. And can't nobody take that from you at all. So because they don't want you to be, that don't mean that you can't be. Know that to be factual. It's up to you to make a conscious decision to negate all the negativity. All the negativity. It's up to you to close your ears to non-positive conversation. It's up to you to not listen to the gossip and the mess. It's up to you to isolate yourself from foolishness, craziness, and nonsense. That's up to you. Because they don't want you to be, again, don't mean that you can't be. Understand me what I'm saying? That decision is yours and yours alone. And so you have to be diligent and looking out for you and making a decision that works for you and the decision that is right for you. Just because they don't want you to be, don't mean you can't be. Don't mean you can't go out here and start a business. Don't mean you can't go out here and go back to school. Don't mean you can't recover from being an addict and an alcoholic. That don't mean that, because they don't want you to be. It's about how you see yourself. How you see yourself. Now, is it going to be easy? No, it's going to take some work. But because they don't want you to be, listen to me clearly, that don't mean that you can't be. Take heed.